So hey guys, it's Stephanie, and I'm here today to do the Adaptation Wishlist Tag. Now this tag was created by Monica over at She Might Be Monica. I technically wasn't tagged by anyone, but you know what? That's never stopped me before. So I'm really excited because it's September. I am wearing the first scarf of the season. It's got skulls on it because I'm really excited for Halloween, and I'm me. And this is just basic white girl season, and I love it. This is just the time where we have emerged from our cocoons. Actually, they're pumpkins, and we hatch like Invasion of the Body Snatcher style. At the sound of the first pumpkin spice latte being sold on September 1st. Like, we're there in cute riding boots and scarves, so that was a weird sidebar. But anyway, to the adaptation wish list part of this. So I think as a reader, this is something I think about a lot. It's like that weird feeling where you read a book and you really want this to get adapted, but at the same time you don't because they might ruin it. So I tend to lean on the side that like I want them to adapt it, and if they make a few changes, I'm usually pretty okay with it. But anyway, the first question, so it's divided into little categories, and the first one is what book would you like to see like into a movie? And the one I thought of for this was one I actually just finished, and this would be a horror movie. Shocker. And this would be Grady Hendrix's My Best Friend's Exorcism. This book was really fun. It, like, the way it's laid out is like an 80s yearbook. And I just think with the 80s aesthetic and it just being kind of like this fun, a little bit of Heathers and The Exorcist, kind of with the plot of Jennifer's body, it would be really neat to see it with the 80s aesthetic and the soundtrack and a really vital part of the story. So I would just love to see all that come together for like a big, fun 80s horror movie. The second question is TV show, and I wanted to split this into two parts. I wanted to do kind of like a mini series and a TV show. So the first one I'm going to do is the mini series. And for this question, I picked Lauren Groff's Fates and Furies. This book is split up into two parts. It's about it's the story of a marriage, and I would just love a mini series where we get like one episode, titled Fates, like that from Lotto's perspective, and another episode called Furies from Matilda's perspective that just really brings so much context to the first episode. And I think there's so much that can be done with cinematography, and I can't even talk about like the shots that I'm talking about because they're very spoilery, but there's a lot of like very dramatic shots, especially in the Furies half of it, that I think could be done so well. So that is one I would love to see. I'm almost surprised it hasn't been picked up yet for anything, but I would love to see that as a miniseries. The second one, I would love to see become a Netflix series. So listen up, Netflix, do us all a favor and somehow get the rights to Tana French's Dublin Murder Squad series. Here's what I want. I want each book to be a season. They don't have to be like 13 episode seasons, like they're not that long. I would say maybe like a 5-episode season for each book. It would be amazing. We would get to see like beautiful Ireland. These stories are very interesting. The protagonists in this story, we grow really attached to them. These are such great characters and such great stories that I think would do really well. So please, what book would you like to see turned into a graphic novel? And for this, I picked Karen Russell's Swamplandia. This is a kind of whimsical, it's a darker coming of age story, and it's about a family that owns a like alligator wrestling theme park in Florida called Swamplandia that is going under, and there is a rival theme park called the World of Darkness that is hell themed, and I would just love to see the art on that and see the color differences between the two parks. It is about the Big Tree family and like their 3 children, and all 3 of them go on like their own distinct journey. I would absolutely love to see that come to life in a graphic novel. There was a category for a cartoon, and I honestly have no idea. I do love adult cartoons. Like, I love South Park and Family Guy and BoJack Horseman, but I can't think of any books along that line. And if I was going to be really lazy, I might say like Neil Gaiman's The Sandman series, because I have no imagination, and I already see that that has like a definitive like darker art form that I like, but I don't know how well that genre does as a cartoon. But I think I would almost rather see it animated than see it ruined with like awful CGI. So that feels like such a lazy answer because it's already a graphic novel. But I'm gonna say the Sandman series. The next category was a play. And for this, I'm gonna do Celeste Ng's Everything I Never Told You. I think there's something about family dramas that really lend themselves to plays because so much of it is just like the tension between characters. And I think especially in Everything I Never Told You is about so many things. It is not just about a family grieving the death of their daughter. There is so much that plays into like the family dynamics here and how these characters' experiences and what they're going through puts different meaning into how they interpret things. And I think that is shown so much between the husband and wife in this book, where they will say things to each other, but the other person will take it just a completely different way because they filter it through something that they are going through. And there's so much tension in this family, and there's so much to all the different relationships that I think just with great actors, this could be a great play, and I would love to see it. And the last category is a musical. And for this, I'm going to do a book I don't talk about all that much, but this is Kate Rakulia's Bellwether Rhapsody. This is just a very fun murder mystery that is about high school band getting stuck in this hotel in upstate New York during a snowstorm. And it's really fun because like when you start the book, like the table of contents is like a program, and you get introduced to like the characters, and the way it's laid out, it is called like a program, and it's like the schedule of events that happens during this. It would just be really fun because I said it is about a high school band, so music is just like a huge part of this story. It's a dark comedy. Like there was a murder suicide in this hotel 20 years ago, and now while this high school band is snowed in there's another murder. It's so fun because of course there's drama with the teenagers that are staying there and teen love, and there's also drama with the adults, and I would love to see this as a musical. I think they could do so much with it, and I love that there are so many pop culture references in this, and if you know me, I am all about pop culture references. So this book would just be amazing, and I would love to see this as a musical. Anyway, guys, those are my answers for the wishlist adaptation tag. So I am going to tag a few people. I'm going to tag Kate Howe. I'm going to tag Juan at Just Juan Reader. I am going to tag Liz over at Mountain City Books, and I am going to tag Michelle at MichEllis LIfe, and Michelle over at Mich Mash. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!